السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وأصلي وأسلم على من أرسله الله رحمة وهداية ونورا للعالمين. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد عبدك وحبيبك ونبيك ورسولك. All praise due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Lord of the world, whose mercy and guidance we seek. And may Allah's peace and blessings be upon the last and the seal of all the prophets and messengers and the master of all mankind, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, upon his family, companions, and upon whoever follows his footsteps to the day of judgment. Brothers and sisters, welcome back to today's lesson on Fiqh, understanding of the Shari'i ruling. Inshallah, today we're going to highlight a very important topic for all of us, which is nullifiers of wudu. Nullifiers of wudu, or beakers, you can call it beakers of wudu. If someone makes wudu, what makes his wudu void and null? So this is the meaning of the word nullifiers of wudu. Last lesson of Fiqh, we have highlighted the pillars and the sunan of Fiqh, right? And we said, what is the meaning of the word wudu? What does the word wudu mean?
Purification.
Wudu, purification, and what else?
Use of water to purify.
Yeah, using of water to wash certain or to purify certain parts of the body. Use of water to purify certain or to wash certain parts of the bodies. Yeah. And what are the pillars of wudu? Brother Sufyan. Number one is the first pillar?
Washing hands.
No. Intention. Yeah, any act of worship, brothers and sisters, should be based on intention. That's because the Prophet ﷺ says, إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. This hadith, narrated by Umar ibn Khattab, Allah pleased with him, Al-Faruq. And scholars say that this hadith is 1/3 of Islam. إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ. Acts of worship are based, the validity of the acts of worship are based on intention. And intention is in the heart. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we said, looks at the hearts. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looks at the hearts. So this is the first pillar. What about the second pillar, Adam?
The second pillar, hand.
Yeah, washing hands to the elbows. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا قمتم إلى الصلاة فاغسلوا وجوهكم. So this is the second pillar. Yeah, this is the second pillar, man. Washing the face.
Yes.
Yeah, from the forehead to the chin, to the bottom of the chin, and from that ear to that ear. And the third pillar, Brother Shima, is washing hands to the elbows. Yeah, washing hands to the elbows. فاغسلوا وجوهكم وأيديكم إلى المرافق. Then scenario, what about the next pillar? Washing the head. And what about the action of the Prophet ﷺ? How did the Prophet ﷺ used to wash his head or his hair? Brother Sufyan? Yeah, he ﷺ used to start from his forehead and go back, and then ﷺ go back to his forehead. With that, he ﷺ used to, yes, excellent, Brother Shima, yes, ﷺ used to wash his ears, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And after that, Adam, what about the next one? Washing the feet to the ankle, إلى الكعبين. And we say that this is called heel or aqib in Arabic. One day, the Prophet ﷺ saw the companions not washing that part of their feet. That's why ﷺ warned them and said, woe to the feet, waylun lil'aqab, woe to the feet. This means that they should be washed very carefully. And there is still the last pillar, which is, Brother Shima?
I remember they were
In order.
in order.
Yeah, do that in order. That's very important, because I can't start, for example, with washing my head. After that, I can't make, no, I must follow the order recorded in the Quranic verse. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا قمتم إلى الصلاة فاغسلوا وجوهكم وأيديكم إلى المرافق وامسحوا برؤوسكم وأرجلكم إلى الكعبين. So according to the order recorded in the Quranic verse, I must make ablution or wudu. So this is concerning the pillars. The pillars of wudu. So what about the sunnah? And first of all, what is the meaning of the word sunnah?
Sunnah is something that you don't have to do, but
Yeah.
if you do, you have credit for it.
Yes, excellent. So sunnah means that something you are not forced to do, you are not obliged to do. But if you do it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you more reward. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give you more reward. So Brother Sufyan, what is the first sunnah to be made in ablution?
Bismillah.
Excellent. Bismillah. Bismillah. And brothers and sisters, it's of cardinal importance to start any act of worship or any act you want to do with Bismillah, Basmala. According to the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, any act of worship that does not start with Bismillah, his reward is not perfect. Once again, any act of worship, this is the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, any act of worship that does not start with Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim or Bismillah, its reward is imperfect. So Brother Shima, he said Bismillah. So what after that? What is the second sunnah?
Wash the hands and
You miss one. Yeah, that's it. Using the siwak. Okay? Some Muslim scholars say I can use the toothpaste and the brush instead of the siwak right now. If I don't have the siwak, some Muslim scholars say it is valid for you to use toothpaste and brush. But it is still better if you could use the siwak. And Adam, what are the benefits of using siwak?
The benefit, your mouth will be clean.
Yeah?
Then you don't. Then it's a sunnah of Prophet.
Yeah. What else? This is a diplomatic answer. It's a sunnah. Yeah, it's a sunnah.
Right.
So what about the virtues or the benefits of using siwak? Brother Sufyan?
You don't have. Okay. You have to wash your mouth, but in case your mouth is not washed clean, the siwak will clean.
Man, don't go here and there. No. So Brother Sufyan, what are the virtues of using siwak? Very important.
You say
So Sinali?
you will help you be able to say the shahada when you.
So number one, according to the hadith of Lady Aisha, Allah pleased with her, it purifies and cleanses your mouth. That's number one. Number two, makes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pleased with you. And number three, reminds you to say shahada at the time of death. And this is the most important one. Reminds you, all of them are important. Number one, purifies your mouth. Number two, makes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala pleased with you, because it is the sunnah of the Prophet. And number three, reminds you of saying shahada at the time of death. So after saying Bismillah and after using siwak, Brother Shima, what is the third sunnah?
wash the hands.
Washing the hands. And brothers and sisters, it's important. When washing any part of the body is to rub it. Rub it means like that, to do it like that. Like that, and to make water penetrate into between your fingers and under your nails. Between fingers and under your nails, in order to remove any impurity. And it is sunnah, it is also sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ to wash every part one time or two times or three times. But if you do it one, it's okay. If you do it one, it is okay. After that, it is sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ to rinse your mouth, to rinse water in your mouth, and to snuff up water into your nose and then send it back again. And after that, the rest of the sunnah we highlighted in the next lesson. That's just a brief reminder and for you to warm up with me, inshallah. Today, inshallah, we're going to highlight the nullifiers of wudu. The nullifiers or breakers of wudu. You can call it breakers of wudu. How the wudu of somebody is null and void, is invalidated. What are these breakers of wudu? What is the first one? Yeah?
Using the restroom.
Yeah, that's it. So we call it, scholars call it, anything that comes out from private parts. Anything that comes out from private parts. Please pay attention, because fiqh is interesting but needs attention. Anything that comes from one's private parts nullifies wudu. Okay? So this includes urination, relieving oneself. This includes sperm, madhi and wadi, and menstruation for women. So this includes urination. urination, relieving oneself, sperm, madhi, wadi, and menstruation for women. Menstruation for women. So please, let's elaborate on these points. So, concerning the first one, urination or urine is impure. Urination or urine is impure. So if someone goes to urinate, he must remake ablution. He must remake ablution. That's number one. And so if one wants to go to the bathroom in order to relieve himself, his wudu is not void. Okay. What about sperm? What about sperm? Which is mani. Which is mani. And this is in the Quran. Huh? من مني يمنى. من مني يمنى. ألم يكن نطفة. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking about the creation of man and says, ألم يكن نطفة من مني يمنى. If one ejaculates sperm, he must make wudu or ghusl? Ghusl. Yeah. Sperm, if one ejaculates sperm, which is mani, he must make ghusl. So, now one makes wudu. And after making wudu, he ejaculates sperm. So, he must make ghusl. He must make ghusl, not wudu. He must make ghusl, not wudu. Okay. But, what about if someone ejaculates madhi? What is madhi? And what is wadi? What is madhi? Yeah.
Wadi is water and madhi is like a pre-calm thing.
Pre-ejaculation?
Pre-ejaculation?
Like there is something coming before the sperm. Yeah.
Adam?
Which one? Mazi?
Yeah, madhi.
Mazi is the liquid that comes after the sperm.
After the sperm. Okay. Now, yes.
I think that there is one when you urinate who comes after.
The clear one.
And then there is the one like before having sexual intercourse who comes.
Yeah. This is the one who comes before sexual intercourse, which is madhi. Okay? And wadi usually comes after urination. The point is that if someone ejaculates madhi or wadi, he must make wudu. His wudu is not void. So, from sperm is ghusl. Madhi and wadi is wudu. Making wudu. Okay? And this is the hadith of Imam Ali, Allah please with him, when he said, I kuntu rajulan madha'an. I was a man who usually ejaculates madhi. That's why I asked another man to ask the Prophet ﷺ for that. And the Prophet ﷺ said to him, wash your private part and make wudu. So, just from sperm. But brothers and sisters, sperm is pure or impure?
It's pure.
Pure or impure?
Yeah.
No, it is pure. It is pure. It is pure. This is a very important point. Not impure. Why? Because it is from that sperm that mankind is created. Me is created. You are created. All of us are created. And the Prophet ﷺ says, Al-mu'minu la yanjus. All mankind are pure, not impure. All mankind, with no exception at all, are pure. All mankind, with no exception at all, are pure. So sperm is pure. Okay. So that's for sperm, madhi, and wadi. And menstruation for women. During her period. Okay. If a woman, for example, makes wudu and then the blood of menstruation comes upon her, so her wudu is not void. So this is the first one, anything that comes from one's private parts. Number two, the second nullifier. But here's an important point, brothers and sisters, which is that if someone also passes a wind, his wudu is not void. But what if someone's stomach makes something like a voice? Does he or is he obliged to remake his wudu? No. This is a very important point. This question was asked to the Prophet ﷺ, and his answer ﷺ said no. He shouldn't leave his prayer unless he smell something or hears a voice coming from his private part. So if it is just something that a voice or sound coming from your stomach, please don't leave your prayer until you are fully assured that something has come out from you. So something has come out from you. And I think that we highlighted the point of the disease afflicted some men or women after urination. Some droplets might come out after that. This is a disease. So number one, if someone is afflicted with this disease, you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cure all of us. If someone is afflicted with that disease, which is after making urination, some droplets of urine might still coming out from you. So number one, please visit a doctor to give you a prescription, making use of the means. So should visit a doctor. After that, if water is still coming from you in that way, please with something like a tissue and wrap it and try to prevent water or droplets from coming out with that tissue or that piece of cloth. After that, even if water comes in your underwear, please continue your prayer and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept you, because this is some sort of necessity. Okay, so this is for the first one, which is anything that comes out from one's private parts. What about the second thing that...
If you touch.
Touch, yeah. Touching one's private parts with no barrier. With no barrier. If one, now I made wudu. Came out from the bathroom. Okay. If one touches his private parts without barrier, clothes for example, so his wudu is null. He must remake his wudu. This is clear? And this is in the hadith of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So once again, if someone touches any of his private parts without a barrier, the existence of clothes or something like that, he must remake wudu. Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So if your private parts is from the belly to the
No, not that.
Okay.
No, not that. You know what is meant. Yeah, you know what is meant. Yeah. So number 3. Number 3. Absence of mind. Now, someone makes wudu, it's okay. And after that, he, for example, fainted. He must remake wudu. Or drank alcohol. He must remake his wudu. Okay? So if one's mind became absent after making wudu, this makes his wudu null and void. This makes his wudu null and void. Okay? Absence of mind. You are full aware when you're making your wudu. That's okay, because this is an act of worship. Wudu is an act of worship. Okay? So, now we make wudu. After making wudu, if you fainted, or if your mind is lost, if you lost consciousness for a reason or another, this means that your wudu is null and void. And you must remake it. Number 4, deep sleep. Deep sleep. Okay? Someone might make wudu. After that, he goes and come to the masjid, and the period between adhan and iqamah is somewhat long. That's why he make like that, and he slept, and he deeply slept. If you deeply slept, this means that your mind was absent or was conscious? Was absent. This means that you should remake your wudu. This means that you should. As for a slight sleep, okay, you are making like that, because it is the sunnah. When the Prophet used to, after the sunnah of the Prophet after making the 2 sunnah of al-fajr, the 2 rak'ahs of al-fajr, the Prophet used to lie on his side like that. This is what the sunnah of the Prophet. And the companions of the Prophet used to sleep between adhan and the iqamah of al-isha, but was slight sleep, meaning that they were full conscious. Okay? Deep sleep No. Deep sleep means that you must remake wudu. You must remake wudu. So this is for deep sleep. As for slight sleep, it's okay. No problem in it. Number 5, eating. Yeah. Meat of camels. Meat of camels. And the hadith is Muslim, reported by Imam Muslim. The companions asked the Prophet ﷺ, O Messenger of God, we eat sheep. Should we remake ablution? He said to them, if you want to do. If you don't want to do, don't do. So this is for sheep. O Messenger of Allah, we eat the meat of camels. Should we make ablution? He said, yes, make ablution. So if someone eats the meat of a camel, why? What is the reason? I don't know. Because this is a sunnah. This is an order from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is an order from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So after eating the meat of camels, you must remake your wudu. You must remake your wudu. Some scholars also said that, but I'm telling you that controversial point, brothers and sisters. Some scholars said if any food cooked in fire, one must remake wudu after that. Any food cooked on fire. If one eats any food cooked on fire, according to some scholars, he must remake his ablution. But this is not the most authentic opinion. The most authentic opinion is that the nullifiers or the breakers of wudu are the ones we mentioned here. Anything coming out from one's private parts, touching one's private parts with a barrier, absence of mind, and deep sleep, and eating the meat of camels. So these are the breakers of wudu, with special attention on the point that if your stomach makes a voice, please don't leave your prayer unless you are sure that something has come out from you. And also the point that if you are afflicted with the disease of salasul bawl, it's called salasul bawl. Meaning salasul bawl, this is the term in Arabic. This is the term in Arabic. The word salas itself means easiness. Means that urine, it is easy for urine to come out from you. It is easy for urine to come out from you. You cannot control it. You cannot control it. So it's a necessity. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَمَا جَعَلَ عَلَيْكُمْ فِي الدِّينِ مِنْ حَرَجٍ. Okay, let's move to another important point, which is that when we must make wudu. When we must make wudu. Adam.
When?
Yeah.
When?
For prayer.
For prayer, excellent.
Prayer.
So, right, Brother Shima, when you are going to make salah, when you are going to offer salah, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not accept salah without wudu. Allah will not accept salah without wudu. Sinali, what else?
When you want to open up the
Sleep.
Quran. When you want to read the Quran.
Yeah, when you are going to touch the Quran and read the Quran. And read the Quran. Yeah, some scholars say it is a must. Yeah, Brother Sufyan, what else?
When you want to go to sleep.
No. Here's the sunnah.
Okay, that's it.
It's a sunnah.
For-
Yeah, that's good. What else?
Any kind of worship. Any kind of worship,
In a kind of worship?
if you want.
No. When you are going to make tawaf around the Kaaba. When you are going to make tawaf around the Kaaba. So you must make wudu. You must make wudu. After that, wudu is recommended. And it is highly recommended. Because it is a characteristic of at-tawwabin. And during the last lesson or lecture, I told you the hadith of Bilal, Allah pleased with him. When he used to make wudu, he used to offer 2 rak'ahs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the Prophet ﷺ asked him about that. So this is the sunnah. So it is highly recommended for all of us to make wudu every time. If you want to mention the glory, dhikrullah, make wudu. If you want to go to bed, make wudu. If you want to have sexual intercourse with your wife, make wudu. If you want to do anything at all, make wudu. Just try to keep yourself on wudu all your times, all your conditions. I myself inherited that habit from my father, may Allah have mercy on him. When I break my wudu, I used to make it. They make it once again. So all the time, alhamdulillah, I have good wudu. So this is a very important thing for all of us. So that's for this, inshallah. It is a very important and very interesting one. You have any questions?
About touching.
Yeah.
So let's say you didn't intend to touch it. So that you finished wudu, you were wearing your clothes.
That's anything that is done beyond one's intention, beyond one's willingness. It's okay. It's pardoned. It's pardoned. So scholars will say something like that. Touching, so means there's some sort of intention. There is some sort of intention. And by the way, brothers and sisters, man's private parts, which is awra, man's private parts, is from his belly, this navel, to his knees. To his knees. This is the majority of scholars. Some scholars even say, wallahi, that the awra of man is all his body. Is all, some scholars say that. But the majority of scholars say it that. And this is the most authentic opinion. It that awra of man is from his belly, from the navel, and here to his knees. As for the woman, all her body with the except of her face and her palms, the palms of her hands.
The brother asks,
yeah.
Can you remind us about mani?
Mani, ejaculation of mani. Mani is the substance from which man is created. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, أَلَمْ يَكُنْ نُطْفَةً مِّن مَّنِيٍّ يُمْنَى هَلْ أَتَى عَلَى الْإِنسَانِ حِينٌ مِّنَ الدَّهْرِ لَمْ يَكُنْ شَيْئًا مَّذْكُورًا إِنَّا خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ مِن نُطْفَةٍ أَمْشَاجٍ نَبْتَلِيهِ. We have created man from a sperm mixture. The sperm of man plus that of the woman, man is created. If one ejaculates sperm or mani, he must make ghusl, not wudu. Inshallah, after that, we would know about the how to make ghusl. How to make ghusl. Yeah. You know the question?
I think that his sister wanted to write, but she said is 0. I think she didn't finish the word.
Okay, if she offers any question, we can answer her later, inshallah. So, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
So what about somebody who has like sperm on his clothes?
Yeah, if it is wet, wash it.
Wash it.
Okay, if it is dry, just try to rub it like that. This is how Lady Aisha used to do with the clothes of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Is it breaking wudu through drinking alcohol or water? Is it breaking wudu through drinking alcohol or water?
It's a major sin, man.
She's asking if it's, I think that alcohol or water will break your wudu. Maybe that's what she's asking. Alcohol.
Yeah, wine. Yeah. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum.
So, brother,
So, fiqh.